Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sonnet, the owner and creator behind Sonnet's Garden Blooms, and in today's video, you guys are getting a thrift haul. I found so much good stuff on Thrifting Thursday that I am actually showing you one of the locations where I had thrifted. This is that little mini haul from there, and it's not really mini. I found so much good stuff that actually what I'm going to do for you guys this week is the rest of the week then over on Facebook, I am going to put out short videos and show you guys the rest of my haul. There is that much stuff. It was kind of crazy. I have been very picky, or what I think is very picky. I am trying to find items that I can just resell as is. I definitely want to find some stuff that I can flip for my thrift to treasure videos. But honestly, guys, I am just looking for really cool vintage items. So today, what we're going to do is I am going to start going through my haul. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with it, if I'm going to flip it, if I'm going to put it in my booth, and we're going to just go from there. I found so much great stuff, so let's get started. This is all from the bins, you guys. So if you saw last week's video too, where I did a shop with me, where Caitlin, my daughter, and I, we went thrifting. We started at the bins. We went to the regular Goodwills. The bins, you just dig and dig and dig. And it's kind of like, you don't know what you're gonna find. It is really the end of the road for all of the items there. So they've already been at the regular Goodwills and people did not buy them. And then they toss them in the bins. Some of the stuff they feel like they can't put on the shelf for whatever reason. So basically everything ends up there. First and foremost, I found a bag of clothespins. You guys know how much I love vintage clothespins. I did a project a while back with these, so I could not pass those up. So this is definitely going to go into my project bin. I have all my bins lined up here, and I am trying to figure out and organize them as we go. And oh, you guys, it was the letters. It was the brass letters. This one says letter. This one says bills. And then this says miscellaneous. And the shelf that these were on was all falling apart. And that's why I have these pieces. One thing I think I might be adding to my arsenal of bringing along is possibly like a tiny screwdriver, because I would have preferred just to take these, but maybe not. Maybe just like this is fine, because I would have maybe lost the screws, guys. So these are so cool. You guys know how much I love brass. I think I can definitely reuse these in a really cool upcycle project. All right. The one thing about finding a lot of stuff at the bins, sometimes you're just grabbing out of a new bin and there was a box and it had a lot of little boxes inside. I grabbed it, and unfortunately, even though I went through my cart, one box that wasn't huge slipped through the cracks, and I ended up getting a bunch of mugs, Lombardi on it. So that one's kind of cool. I wasn't horribly upset with this find, but I am going to just probably put it in one of my booths. Maybe I'll make a packer, something to go with it. I don't know, like a packer barn quilt or something. Then I found this little Irish coffee was in there as well. So St. Patty's Day is coming up. Probably get it in my booth for that. You guys, now check this out. Anybody want it? I'm not putting it in my booth. I don't know. I'm like, I opened it up and my daughter literally started laughing at that one. So that is another reason why you want to go through your stuff in between bins, because you want to make sure you don't keep things like this. The other items that were in that little box, this little tiny China, it says China Lillian Vernon 87. This is not horrible. I'm going to just put it with all the white stuff. Probably very inexpensive. I'll price it at. This looks like it's a Studio Nova Japan. It just has some flowers on it. It's like a piece of crystal. And then this piece of crystal as well was in there. Like I said, it was a tiny box and it had all these little boxes like really compressed together. Whoever put it in there did a great job. But these 6 items were in that box. So I don't know how much I paid for it. Like I said, it is by the pound, but I'll definitely get some of this in my booth. Not normally things or items that I put in there. I found a bunch of pewter items and I thought these were really cool. They have like these markings on the front. 2 of them had these markings. There's actually 2 more up here. So this one says Liberty, and then this one, I'm not really sure what type of marking that is. So I thought that was really neat. And then this one, if you look really close, I don't know if you can see, it actually has a number 7 on it. I'm not really sure exactly if it was like a mug or what, I don't know, but it looks really it just was very cool to me. And I don't think these are actually made in Italy. So these are made in Italy, but I just thought they were really, really cool. So grabbed all the pewter and I'm just gonna be putting in my booth as is. You know how much I love my pottery. I found this. I am gonna display it like this. It actually has this on the other side. I'm not really into like the pinky rose. I really prefer pottery that is just very plain and simple like this. So that's how I'll display it. It does look like there is some type of marking like really deep inside. I am not able to actually read it, but I just thought it was really neat and it will go perfectly with all of my pottery. So that is staying with me. On my last haul video, I ended up finding these really cool buckets and I found out that they were actually for ice cream. Now this one, I don't know, it looks like somebody had it at a rummage for 2. It's got this thing in the middle. And at first I was like, is it for nuts? You know, because many times I remember that they had like a nutcracker and then the little picks. And I didn't know if that's what this was, but I found, as I was on Pinterest, I found this really cool upcycle, or like, it's not even an upcycle. It was like a vintage container like these. And I am going to try to replicate it. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. Can I do it myself? I want to make these pieces like all rusty. And I've been trying to do a lot of research to find something that I could recreate that rust look. So if you guys know, let me know in the comments if you've had success making things look really rusty and crusty. I have yet to really try anything to do that technique. So let me know in the comments. This will definitely be in an upcoming video. I found these and they're little coasters. It says Little E Studio. They were all separate. They literally were all separate. I dug through the bins. First I found one and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so super cute. Then I was like, oh, I found another one. Oh, that one's super cute. I'm like, oh my gosh, I bet you there's 4. And then I found all 4. They're all different patterns. And then I stumbled upon this. And so I'm like, oh, perfect. I'm going to sell it just like as is. And I think it'll be perfect for spring. Like with the pewter, that silver tone, I saw these and I thought they were really cool. It says the booter. I think I said that right. You guys always correct me, B-O-O-T-R-E. There was 2 of them and I thought those would be very cool to just get in my booth. Great shelf sitter. I think that they look really cool. I've never seen anything like this. So if you guys know something I don't, let me know in the comments, but these are gonna be going in my booth with that whole like pewter type theme. Oh boy, guys, I forgot I grabbed this. So I actually, coming back from the bins, I was going to the next Goodwill and there is a little St. Vinnie de Paul. So I stopped there and I found this, and this I'm going to be keeping for myself. I thought it was so beautiful. I love turquoise and it was $2.19. So I did grab that. So that is one piece from St. Vinny's. This was actually on a wreath, and I thought it was so cool looking. I loved it, but the wreath was like falling apart, and I took it off the wreath. I'm gonna basically like cut these all off on the bottom with a wire cutter and clean it up. Maybe take out some of this cream floral, put some brighter florals in here. Maybe really just take out all the florals and update it, and then get it into my booth for spring. I just think it's super cute. What a cute little display to have, like, you know, maybe even on a table or in a vignette. So that I love, and I'll probably do that upcycle or that, I don't know, makeover. I could possibly do it on a live or on an upcoming video. So that is going to go in my makeover bin. I found this, and what really caught my eye, yes, the leather strap is broke, but you guys, it has a little compass on the top. It is truly meant for, I believe, binoculars, but I love this leather case. It is so vintage and cool, and honestly, I am going to just put it in and sell as is. I just think it would look really cool in like a rustic cabin. I just think it's perfect. Is it falling apart a little bit? Yes, but I think it's perfect for that rustic decor. I love all things brass, and I grabbed this. I am just going to be probably setting this in with a bunch of other brass items that I have recently thrifted. I just think it's awesome, and I'm sure somebody else will as well. I love these. I just think that they are great. I've seen them in so many displays now where people actually have it on the wall and they have different items hanging off. It looks so vintage and cool. I do plan on just putting them in my booth as is, not doing anything different. There was one this last year. It was so big and beautiful. I should have kept it. It sold right away at Antique Acres. So I'm on the lookout for another biggie, but these will definitely be going in my booth. I love trivets, you guys, and it looks like this originally was $3 at the regular Goodwill. I probably paid maybe $1 something, maybe like $1 to almost $2 for it probably. It's a little bit heavier. I love the color though, this green, you guys. So I'm going to clean this up, price it, and get it in my booth as is. Absolutely love it. I love fake fruit, you guys. And if you remember, I did the faux stone technique on some other pairs. Those other pairs weren't as realistic as these. I think what I'm going to do with these, I might just price them individually and then set them in a container in my booth. They look so cool. It looks like they had been $1, and I probably paid less than that because they're not that heavy. I found this basket, you guys. I loved it. It is like having a couple of little issues here. I'm going to try to fix that. But overall, it just looks so vintage and cool. I love how the white is like a little bit chippy. I love the red and the turquoise. It just is so vintage and cool looking. I could not pass this one up. So this is just gonna I'm gonna probably fix that and get it right in my booth for spring. You guys know how much I love enamelware, and I found this little black one. I thought this would be very cool to do something with. So this is going to go into like a future upcycle. I love footstools so much. This one is so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. I think I love the texture. It does look like, now that I'm looking at it there looks like there must have been a stain here. I am going to, I think, paint it. I think I'm going to paint it. I'm not exactly sure, but I am definitely going to update this. But it's totally sturdy, has great bones. I thought about recovering it too, so there's many possibilities. I really kind of like the texture on here. I think it would look really cool painted. And then maybe even like distressed or something with the legs. So we'll see, but this is going to be in a future video. I'm always trying to find different vintage magazines too. And you guys, the Beatles were so popular. You know, these both talk about John Lennon, so I'll probably price those and just get them in my booth as is. Okay. These were regularly, it looks like $11.99 for this whole box of gingerbread men. And the moment I saw these, I was like, these are really cute. Not really digging like what's on the front, but I have been seeing so many people do different upcycles with like the corrugated paper, and I'm like, the gingerbread men are already cut out. Maybe I can do something with that. I'm not really liking his face. He's not even that cute. But I just thought these were a lot of fun, and I thought for next year for the holidays to do something fun like an upcycle with these. So always looking for different fun things, and these won't take up too much space in my stash. I'm trying to clean stuff out, you guys, but when I see something that's like a good deal like this, you can't pass it up. Love these little serving utensils. I actually had gotten quite a few, well, not quite a few, but several from Pampered Chef. And they work perfect for when you have friends and family over for a party. You can never have too many of these. I guess you might be able to have too many, but I feel like between my house here and the cottage up north, this will be perfect. So I'll probably bring the two like this up north, and then the other two leave here at my house in Appleton. So I was really excited when I found those because I love having them for little serving trays. I love baskets, and you guys, this one is so cool. I love how it's painted black, and I am going to be showing you guys, I did practice with that crackle from Sweet Pickins Milk Paint. They have like a crackle texture, and I did it on a piece, and I'm going to be definitely putting out a reel about it, but I thought this would be kind of cool to do possibly a texture or like a crackle technique on here and have it painted. So I think this is going to be a future upcycle, or do you guys think I should sell as is? Let me know in the comments. So this looks like it was $1.99 at the regular Goodwill. It was at the bins, and you guys, it is in the shape of a vintage clock. I thought, oh, perfect. I could make some of these or do something fun. I have been seeing like a bunch of vintage clock faces. I could actually also print some off and do something really fun and unique with this. I love having the template like this, so I'm going to keep this, and I am going to be doing something in the future with this. I was really excited though to have found it because it gives me so many different ideas for different products for the future. It was regular $2.99 at the regular Goodwill. It ended up at the bins. I'm gonna sell it as is, you know, because antique quilts, I have barn quilts. This will be perfect to go in any of my booths. This looks like it was $1.99 at the regular Goodwill. It was also at the bins. This is signed by Donna White. Before I do anything to it, I am definitely going to look it up. It is super cute. It is very, I'm trying to think of what the name of that look, but I think I might just put it in my booth as is. It's super cute. It would actually look really cute with that black basket. Guys, let me know what you think. Should we just put it in as is? I'm just going to probably clean this up and do that right now, unless I hear different. I found this top. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was so cool. I thought it would look so neat out in the garden. It goes on something. I could not for the life of me find that base, but I am pretty handy. I think that I can figure something out. I am thinking about keeping it for myself because I think it would look so cool in the garden with a bunch of candles on it, like in one of my flower beds, and have the candles burning. I just think it would look really cool, but maybe I should sell it. I don't know if I would have to come up with a bottom or if I could just sell as is, but I love all that, like it's like kind of rusty white. Oh, it's just got such a really cool look to it. You guys help me decide, what should I do? My daughter says I can't keep everything. This one is like undecided. I found this, and what caught my eye was it had this tiny little butterfly here, but I think this is like on screws, and you can have something hung in here and then hang it down. I just thought this was so cool. I love the little knobs, they're brass, and I thought, wouldn't that be fun to have something in here? I'm not really sure what its true intentions were. Was this like a notepad holder of some sort, or you wrote notes, or because it looks like it hangs. So maybe something in the kitchen, but I definitely am going to do a future upcycle on this one. And if you guys know what this is for, let me know in the comments. I should also say, if any of you are asking yourselves, why would she buy something and she has no clue what it is? Because I think it's cool and it's unique and I have not seen it. So sometimes I buy items that I don't know what it is, but I know that it looks cool and I can do something with it. That question has come up in the past and people have asked that, and I'm like, that's why, because I think they're cool. All right, so I found all of these measuring spoons. They're so cute. They have like a little heart, flowers, a bird, butterfly, and it looks like we have a quarter, a half, a tablespoon, and a teaspoon. So I am probably gonna put it all together on like a piece of twine or something jute. Maybe I could even do like a pretty, oh, wouldn't it be pretty with like a velvet ribbon? I'm gonna wash them up and I'm gonna put them all together in my booth. Okay, looks like this at one point, you could screw a bulb in here maybe, or something like that. I'm not really sure. It looks like these are little lights possibly. I don't know. But it looks like, okay, so it was $18.99 originally. I thought it was really cool. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with it. But I think okay, so I do have one idea for myself. So this like opens up, and this piece does come out. I actually, a while ago, I found it at a store where they had like hanging lights, and I bought 3 hanging lights, and I've been looking for different lanterns. So I wonder if I can get that in here somehow, one of the light sections where I can hang it then and have it available. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where I can hang, but it would be for me. I would I would keep it. I would not get rid of it. So I found this tiny little broom. I thought he was so cute. Everybody loves little brooms. Looks like he was marked down to 99 cents, but he'll definitely be ending up in my booth. I almost did not get this. And the reason why is that it weighs a ton. I mean, this thing has to be, I'm trying to figure out, I don't know, these normally aren't this heavy. So I was kind of surprised, but I grabbed it because I loved how old and just, you know, grungy it looked. I think it's pretty cool. It looks like it's been through a lot. All right, this is boat landing, and I love this because I actually was going to make some signs like this, and I think this looks super cool. I love how the wood is actually all like chippy, and I don't really know how they made it like this, but it's really cool. So they did some kind of technique to it, and then it is perfect for like an up north theme. Looks like it was made in '96, and the person signed it, and it says the Great North Woods Trading Company. Little chickens, and they are for napkin rings, and there's 4 of them in here. So this was originally $1.99. Definitely did not pay that. I probably paid like maybe like 50 cents, but again, I love all that brass looking stuff, and I love chickens. So this will be definitely just going directly in my booth and just sell as is. With Valentine's Day right around the corner, I don't know, I think I'm getting too late, but I grabbed this. If I don't get it in my booth in time for this year, I'm going to try. But I thought it'd be perfect, just a pop of red. So grab that, and then you guys, look at this. Is this not the cutest? Oh, I thought it opened. They must have glued it shut, but somebody cut a book into a heart. So I thought that was super cute, and that too will be going directly in my booth. Lover of handcrafted baskets, and I can never pass them up. The one thing about this basket though is that it was handmade, but there must have been it must have either been like a blue or a green, and it faded all in the front and the sides, but on the back it still has a little bit. I'm not sure. It looks like originally it was 3 and it ended up in the bins. So I'm debating, like, do I do like a whitewash to it, or do I just leave it as is? I mean, would you buy it with that on the back? I think it looks kind of like, makes me think, oh, that's all faded. But it does, I mean, you can kind of see where it was. So let me know in the comments what you think. I am thinking about doing like a whitewash to it, or some type of, just like, I don't want to completely paint it, almost like more like a stain, like stain it. So you tell me in the comments. With summer right around the corner, I saw this meadow flower and I knew I had to have it. It looks like it does either hang on the wall, so you can hang it, or I just think it'd be perfect to like as a shelf sitter, or you can put it outside in your garden. It is galvanized, so it's not gonna rust. I absolutely loved it, and it's going directly in my booth. A lady next to me, after I grabbed them, said, oh my gosh, what are those? I was gonna grab them too, but I just looked at them and I didn't know what they were. I think they're knobs. I think they're like knobs for a dresser. I thought, I love having different types of knobs like this. I thought I could even put them on something, and then they can be used to, you know, hang things off of. So I thought they were really cool. I ended up getting 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. So that is gonna go into, as I'm getting really organized, I have an area for all my hardware. So that is what is where these are gonna go. I found this little bird, you guys. He is super cute. It says Faith on here. He seems a little dark to me. So what I was thinking, he has the Faith is actually like screwed on. I thought about unscrewing it and just possibly painting him just like a light blue, just to really make it showcase like that he's a little bird. But I love his little stand, and I like how it's on a metal. I just thought he was super cute. You guys, I forgot, I got this too at the St. Vinny's. It was $1.09. I was very surprised by these prices. They were really odd, but I loved this little turquoise, and I want to kind of keep him for myself. I just think he's so cute. But do I need them? Probably not. So when I ended up finding those little spatulas, they were in the same bag, or these were in the same bag as those. And I think these are for tea, correct? I'm assuming, I don't know. You guys, or maybe incense burners? I don't know. I grabbed them and I'm like, I don't even know what they are. So I grabbed them. I liked the shape and I liked how they looked old. I always find the bases of these, but never anything like this. I think this is the coolest riser, and I possibly could just shine it up, but I think I'm gonna paint them. You guys, look at his, they have little tiny, I think those are lions. Yeah, it looks like a lion. I thought he was so fun. He's got the coolest little feet. So I'm thinking I am going to paint him, but possibly, oh gosh, yes, look at, I can unscrew it. I could really go to town with this painting. So tell me, would you paint it, or do you think I should shine it up and give it new life? I kind of like the idea of painting it and doing something fun with it, like setting it on to make it a riser. I'm always grabbing different leather pieces. I'm always grabbing belts. I make cuffs with those. I really need to like buckle down, cut all my belts up, make a ton of cuffs and put them in all my booths. Probably get them online too, because I have so many cool belts, you guys. And I do all different techniques to them. So I found another one, and look at the texture on this one. Is that not the coolest? I loved it. And then I grabbed this. I think it is actually for a carpenter, and I think it's for their tape measure. So I'm going to just put this in my booth. I grabbed it at the same time when they were by each other, and I probably should have just tossed this back, but I think he's really cool. So it's got like that whole up north theme. I could actually cut this apart and make a cuff out of it. I could. That would be really neat. Maybe it won't be ending. Maybe it'll be ending up in my cuff pile. You guys let me know. Should I cut it up or should I try to sell as is? Normally I don't grab things like this, but for whatever reason, this little cat was calling my name, you guys. I don't know why. He is so cute. I loved his little birdhouse. So I'm just going to be putting him in my booth as is. There are so many cat lovers out there, and he is so stinking cute. I'm always grabbing these calendars. I just read an article about the stars, that the star calendars are worth more. So I'm going to look that up. I don't know if it's true or not, but I just found this guy. I actually found another one, but the feet were all broke off, and it made me so sad. I'm like, oh gosh. But I noticed this one too, the feet are a little bent. So I'm gonna probably have to try to bend this one back without breaking it. Like, I've been looking for smaller frames, and on my door, if you haven't been watching my lives, what I plan on doing on a live, we are going to redo my door, and it is going to be like my inspirational door, and it's going to have all my goals, and it's going to inspire me to stay on track. And I want to make it look cool, so I am going to do this whole framed theme and paint it, and I have a vision. I'm just collecting the frames. I have a ton of big frames, but I want some smaller frames, and then inside each of the frame I'll have different my goals in there and things like that. So that's my vision. I love wood bowls, so I was planning on just putting it in my booth as is. If anything, I might like maybe do like a wash to it, but I'm thinking I really like the look of this wood, so it might just go with as is, and I might put the fruit in here. Could not pass this up. It was so stinking cute, you guys. It was just laying in the bottom of the bin. Originally it looks like $2.99, but she's so cute with her flowers. She just, I don't know, Japan on it, but I think it is absolutely adorable. It does have a hanger on it, so I'll be putting that in my booth. I found two of these metal trays, and they are Falstaff, and they say 1985, and looks like they were from Kohl's at the time. So either I am going to try to sell as is for like that whole Falstaff theme and that they're the vintage, or if they do not sell, I'm gonna bring them back. And I think these are really kind of fun for like serving trays, just to have like drinks on for a party or something. So I was thinking, they don't sell as is, I'm bringing them back, and I am going to do an upcycle to them. You guys might think I'm crazy, but I'm always using these, and the whole bottom of the bin was like full of all these little post-it notes. So I ended up getting all these post-its for myself. I'm always writing little notes, and this is perfect because post-its are expensive, you guys. This is an old vintage cookie pastry press and decor set. It has all the tools, and I thought, how fun is that? I just think it's really neat. I like how it has the copper on there, so either A, I am going to sell as is, or B, I'm going to keep it. We will see what I decide to do. I'm always trying to find really cool spoons, and you guys, these look like they're hand carved. Look at this. It just, I don't know if it's was meant to look like that or if it really, they are, but they are so cool. I love them, and they are definitely going in my booth. Along with that, I found this. And oh, it looks like it is from Hobby Lobby for $20. Originally, I probably paid 25 cents for it. I loved it, and I think I'm just gonna put it in as is. I just like that galvanized look to it, and I like how I think that's corrugated. Yeah, so I think it's cool. I cannot pass up down pillows. Down pillow inserts are so expensive. People have asked me like, oh my gosh, you resell those? Yes, absolutely. I take off the old covers. I just toss them in the dryer to just refresh them, or like it's just really hot heat, and then I recover them. And the down inserts are just amazing. I found this really cool basket. It's huge, and I think it's going to be perfect to set somewhere. I'm not going to do anything to it. I just love the look of it, how old it looks, and I'm going to just set it and probably fill it with all different pillows. This one is huge. I have always found these small cheese crates that are about half this size, maybe even less than that, a third. Looks like this was originally $9.99. It was sitting there in the bins. I'm like, I have to have it. Do I love the hearts? Absolutely not. I do want to do something really fun to this. Not sure exactly what yet. My vision is possibly even like to put some like really cool decoupage paper around the edges. I'm not really sure yet, though. I have ideas, but we will be doing this on a future upcycle. So I found this rug, and it is a chicken. You guys know how much I love chickens. What I think I'm going to do is just take my floor, I have a carpet cleaner, and I am going to just carpet clean it. There's a little dirt like right here. I don't know where they had it, but overall it's in really good condition except one little spot. So I'm going to try to fix that and then resell it in my booth as is. It's so cute. This caught my eye, you guys. Look at those cute little vintage birds. Looks like this is actually a pillowcase. I think I'm going to do something else with it though, because it is just so cute. I loved too, like the little fringe on the edges, the little, just so much detail. And somebody probably handmade this, sewed this. So I'm definitely going to upcycle it for spring. Oh, these throws are so popular, and especially these colors I think are going to be perfect for like either summer or fall. I grabbed this. There was another one I wanted to grab. Somebody else got it before I could. I was so sad, but at least I got one. I found a whole bag with the handled bags. I could not pass these up. They're all brand new. They are perfect for either for me selling at a vendor event, or even to give gifts in. These are absolutely perfect. I mean, bags are so expensive now, you guys. I saw a guy looking at these. They are just spools of thread, and I just loved how they're all like tied together like this. So what I plan on doing with these is I'm going to just price them. I think they would just look really cool all displayed together. Sometimes, you know, and maybe somebody could find use for these. I just think they're really neat. And again, I'm just going to put them in like a basket of some sort, just have them priced. And I think they just would make a really cool display. So that's why I grabbed them. Normally I would totally pass this up, but how he had them all laid out in the bin, I'm like, oh, so cool. I'm grabbing them, you guys. So I saw a video on Facebook, and this, you guys can thank Julie from Julie's Designs, because all of a sudden on Facebook, this DIY came up, and she's like, I always grab these. And I'm like, why would you grab those? And then she's like, yeah, I cut them off and I do really cool flips with them. And I'm like, oh, genius. So I grabbed all of these because they were all in a bin together. And a couple of them have little, like these have little hearts, but then these are like, this one is a little bit more rustic looking. Anyways, I thought, what? I paid less than $1 and I'm gonna have all those upcycles. Okay, you guys know how much I love my books. I got a whole bunch of really cool vintage books. I'm gonna probably look some of these up. Like this one looks really neat. So I'm definitely going to be a little bit more like this one too. I loved the cover. Oh, like this one says Emerson Poems. So, oh, that's really neat. I could actually do something if well, I'll first look it up. But then that would be really cool for different upcycles. Take the poem and put it in something. That's really neat. I like it. Oh, there's all kinds of little notes in here too. Interesting. But I loved the cover. That's what caught my eye, you guys. So again, I'm going to look these all up before I do anything because I know how you guys get upset with me when I don't, and I'm very sorry. So I also got this metal container there, and I'm always on the look because I'm always trying to organize lately, and this is perfect to help me get organized. Now for the find, like the best finds. I would have to say like these are some really good finds. I had been on the lookout for one of these for a while, and oh, you guys, I have to tell you, I was thrifting I was thrifting, you know I was thrifting, but I was next to this gal, and she was looking for very different items than I was looking for. And so we were kind of tag teaming between our two bins, and I looked over, and all I could see was like this, flat on the bottom. And my first thought was like, oh my gosh, a really cool vintage picture. I'm like, can I look at this? Do you care? And she's like, take it. I flip it over, and it's like, oh, screaming my name. I was so excited. So you guys, this is staying with me. It's my very first one I found. So I'm going to keep it for now. Maybe I'll sell it, but for now, I'm going to probably put it out in my studio and just do something fun with it. The thing I was very excited about was this picnic basket. And then I realized the handle was broke, but I still took him. Because he's super cute, in really good condition, other than the handle. Just take some of your advice. Some of you said like to glue it. I think what I'm going to do is try to do some type of glue on here, and then I am going to do like a twine or something. I'm going to try to keep it as is because I was planning on just pulling these off, but you are absolutely correct. The handles add so much to the baskets, so I think I'm going to try to, on both of them, fix them. This is so cool. I loved it, and I am going to just put it in my booth as is. I just think it looks so cool. Like, you guys probably can't tell, but there's like it's like a raised texture. It just is really, really neat. I love the edges, everything. It just looks really old and vintage. I don't know I think somebody might have made this, so I'm definitely gonna just put it in my booth. I know it plugs in. Couple questions for you guys. Do I sell it as is? Well, first I probably should look it up and see if it is worth anything. It looks like it was originally based on the rubber band. Goodwill does put things on their website and try to sell it out there. So it looks like it was out there initially. I might plug it in, see if it works, but I think it's super cool. I loved it. It just reminds me of one of those old vintage ones. So it says July 1988 on the back here, but so I was thinking about painting it. I know you guys hate that when I say it, but I don't know. I think it might update it a bit and make it look fun. So in the comments, let me know. Don't be too harsh. I haven't painted it yet. You guys can let me know what you think. Should I paint it or should I leave it? Found the picnic basket. I found this. So I was running to the new bins. It was on the end bin, but there was something in the middle. So I literally had my hand on my cart pushing it. I grabbed this. How I did it, I don't even know. I grabbed both these, the basket and this at the same time, and kept running. Okay, I wasn't running. I was walking very fast to the second bin. So very excited about finding this. And I love the color. I love the edges. The one thing, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just probably take a little glue and glue that down. And I think it'll be ready to go right away in my booth. I love it. Star, oh my gosh, you guys, it's so fun. I love how it's all rusty. I like the size of it. Again, just going in my booth as is. I'm not gonna do anything to it. I think it will just add to the whole like summer, 4th of July decor. Check this out. Oh my gosh, you guys. I got all this fabric and it's so beautiful. I am not even a huge lover of pink, but I have been slightly obsessed with all things pink lately. I'm not sure of why, but I saw this and I was like, oh, it's so gorgeous. I am grabbing it. It'll be perfect for like florals in the summer. I thought about recovering some pillows with it, even making like a really cool table runner. Just some different things. Maybe even recovering some chairs with it, just to make a whole like theme in a booth with it. But another gal was like, oh my gosh, that is like such a great find. I'm like, yes. So I was so excited though to have found it. But it looks like there's 20 yards on here. So yes, I'm very, very excited about that. I'm so excited about was this really cool lamp. I have no idea if it works. So back in the day, I had bought these really, really cool lamps and they were called stifle lamps. And the minute I saw this, I thought, this looks like a stifle lamp. And I said that to my mom and she says, yep, it is. It's right there, stifle. And so it is a stifle lamp. And I just remember back in the day, they went for a lot. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna, well, I was like, maybe. I was thinking maybe I could upcycle it differently, but I think I'm gonna try to first see if it works. And then if it does, I'm probably gonna sell as is because it is so cool. This is like all brass. It's really, really neat. And I remember back when I had found some, they were going for like hundreds of dollars. So I don't know if it still is, but I get up there because this thing weighs a ton. I probably could do weights lifting. And I said to the guy, it weighs so much. What kind of deal can you cut me? He goes, how about $3.99? I said, okay, I'll take it for $3.99. For $4, you guys, I can do something with this. If I don't sell it as is, I can definitely do something else. So I was really excited about this find. This was so fun as well. If you stare at this and stroke your chin, you may appear intelligent and cultured. This is going to go in one of my booths as well. So that is a wrap, you guys. I found so much good stuff. And this is only like half of it. So the other half is sitting over there, and I am going to now, after this video, create little mini videos for the rest of the week. So you guys have that, and you can find that over on Facebook. So I'm just gonna have little mini clips of just chunks of different finds that I found. And they're gonna be short thrift hauls, not like this long one. Oh my gosh, this is probably gonna be like over, I don't know, so long. But I wanna thank you guys for joining me. And if you guys are liking my channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and then turn on your bell notifications. You guys don't wanna miss out on any new videos I put out every Monday and Friday. And then I've been also putting out a ton more content with short form videos. So like over on the shorts tab, so you can find that. I do go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so join me for those. So there's a ton of content out there. I know that I had been hearing like, are you still doing videos? Absolutely, you guys. I'm never going to stop. I love doing videos. I love my lives, and I love creating short form content too. So I have something coming in the near future as well. That is a different form of content for you. And until I can get these internet issues fixed, which January 31st, that's happening, then I will be able to tell you what else I'm going to be providing you. So with that said, you guys have yourselves a great week. I will be back out on Thrifting Thursday again. I'm gonna kind of restrain myself because I have a lot to price and get in my booth from last Thursday because I had so much fun up north this past weekend. And then we will see you guys Friday. Bye.